don't see any basis for thinking that these are horrible criminal vandals. Nor do I see a basis for thinking that this defendant is somebody who wanted to harass you from the beginning. So I disagree with both of you when you say that the other one is all bad. I don't buy any of that.
Okay.
So you move in, and then there are these other tenants that, to me, seem to be a little bit of the pot stirrers. I mean, Mr. Quesada, I saw the evidence. What the heck is he supposed to do about other tenants with whom you have a problem? You know, you talked about favoritism. Unless the discrimination is for some prohibited category, he's allowed to like other people more.
That's cool. That's
He's
fine.
allowed to do that.
That's fine.
So when you say he was harassing you, what was he doing that you can attribute to him?
Just the way he treated us. Like, he afforded the other tenants opportunities that he didn't afford
he
us.
knew him longer.
But he didn't even put screens up on the windows. I said, Mr. McGannon, we have no screens on our windows.
I did see that. Sir, is there a reason you didn't respond to that?
When he rented the apartment, and at the time he rented the apartment and COVID and everything, I told him it's like buying a car pretty much. You're renting this apartment as is. I already put $4,000 in the apartment. I really didn't want to put any more.
You're like, I'm done. There's no constitutional right to screens. Let me ask you something else, Mr. McGannon.
Yes, ma'am.
The plaintiff referred to an incident where you came to his house drunk in May. Tell me what happened.
He said, this isn't working out. I've got complaints from the other tenants. And he said they told him that it was either us or them. He said that they said to him, if he didn't evict us, that they were going to move.
And you were having problems with them.
Yes, it was
calling the police on each other. Like,
calling
the police
it was just one thing after another.
Okay.
They flattened my tire, my car.
So he shows up, he says it's either them or you, and I pick them.
And he said, you guys got to go. He's like, it's not working out. I don't know. And he was drunk. And then I said, well, dude. And then we started just talking about it. And then he started raising his voice and talking to me like condescending, in a condescending fashion. And I said, first of all, you're not going to talk to me like that. You know what I mean? If you want to continue this conversation, you're going to talk to me like a man. If I respect you like a man, I expect the same. And he kept, getting aggressive and trying to get in my face. I said, I'm done with this conversation. I walked in the house. I called the cops. For that, he was just saying that I got the best lawyer in San Joaquin County. He's like, if you do not move when I tell you to move, then I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to ruin your credit. I'm going to ruin your girlfriend's credit. And then he made my buddy co-sign, and he said that he was going to ruin his credit also. That just goes to show you how he is.
Sir, did you show up and say, you have to leave because the other tenants have said I have to choose?
Yes, I guess
yes,
it was something similar to that.
It was something similar.
There's so many complaints and so many complaints. They said, if they don't go, we're going to have to leave.
How long had those other tenants been living there?
5 years, 6 years.
So 5 years versus 2 months.
I didn't have these problems before you move in. Hopefully when you move out, I won't have these problems any longer.
I think I'm good. I have what I need. Thank you.
The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you all. Once again, this is another relationship that started off with everybody somewhat unhappy with the other person's position. He's acting like he's paranoid. Everybody there hates him. They don't want him there. The defendant is in a position where he's now getting aggravated. He didn't have that aggravation before until he moved in. It was a difficult position they were both in. They did give him $5,600 up front, so that certainly was an incentive to take them in, even in this time of crisis. But they were not being respectful to one another. We have some text messages here. The plaintiff apparently asked the defendant for a hose, and he says, what do you need a hose for? So the plaintiff says, excuse me, and I need the hose to wash the damn trash can. I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. So the defendant goes, well, if you don't like it, move. Then he goes, have a nice ass day. That's the plaintiff to the defendant. So these two, they're all carrying on. And all this is about is the security deposit. They stayed a year, they moved out, they left the carpet in a mess. I believe that they had to replace that carpet. He has proof of that. I don't think he's entitled to the security deposit back. So that's on the main complaint. On the cross complaint, by his own statements in here, he indicates that the damages over and above what he kept were $298, plus the $80 that even they agree they owe him back rent. So that brings us to $378 that I would be happy to award the defendant for the damages the plaintiff caused. And as I said, as to the plaintiff's allegations, I think his case needs to be dismissed.
I think that's fair. I'm on board with that.
As am I.
All right, we're ready.